Hello guys, welcome back again with me. In this video, I will give some presentation, explanation, and practice about network administration system. In the network administration system, there are so much learning material. And the topic there is, as you can see in here, and the rest is this. In this video, I will give some presentation and explanation or practice about the introduction of virtual machine. So let's go to the presentation. For the chapter 1, which is introduction of virtual machine, I will explain about the architecture with or without virtual machine, and then the types of virtual machine, and I will do the practice of the installation VirtualBox and the installation of VMware. So in here there is two types of the architecture with or without virtual machine. For the architecture without virtual machine, which is this one, there is CPU, memory, and IC, which is the hardware of the laptop of the PC, and you can directly install the operating system, and after that you can install the application. And for the architecture with virtual machine, after the hardware, which is CPU, memory, and IC, you can install the hypervisor. For this case, I'm using the ESX server. So hypervisor is an application to run an application virtual machine. For example, it's like ESX server. And inside of the hypervisor, there is CPU, memory, and then NIC, but we cannot see it, the physical component. But we can only see it by virtual. And for the virtual machine, you can install it by unlimited, but it depends on your specification of your laptop. So for the conclusion is, virtual machine is like you making a PC inside the PC. So for the PC one, you can see it, the hardware of the component, and then the hypervisor. And after you install the hypervisor, you can make the virtual machine. And the advantage is, for right now, hardware is already at high spec, but it's a shame if you only install one OS. And you better install a hypervisor on the hardware, like in your laptop or your PC, whose CD can be shared and its utilization is divided with the hypervisor. So you, with one hardware, you can have so many OS. And next is the types of the types of virtual machine. There is two types, which is the bare metal and then the hosted. For the type 1, which is bare metal, is after the hardware, you can directly install the hypervisor, which is the application that we can use to make or run a virtual machine. For example, there is VMware ESXi, which is not the free one, and then there is Proxmox, which is free, and then usually you can use it for the personal use. And for the type 2, which is the hosted architecture, after the hardware, there is host OS, which is the operating system that we install in our laptop. In this case, I'm using the Windows OS. And after the host OS, we can install the hypervisor. For the example of the application, there is VMware, which is it is not the free one, and then there is VirtualBox, which is free and then open source. So for the bare metal, we can directly install the hypervisor. For example, it's like PC server. Usually they are not host OS, so that's why we can directly install the hypervisor. But for the hosted one, usually it's like PC or laptop, that we have an OS, then we install the hypervisor, because if it's in our laptop there is no host OS, we will cannot use like PowerPoint, Excel, and etc. So that is the difference. In the next one, I will do the practice of the installation of VBox and VMware. For the first one, I will do the install of the VirtualBox. You can open your search engine, and then I will search VirtualBox download, VirtualBox download, and you can click the first one. And because I'm using the Windows OS, I will download the Windows host. But because I'm already installed the VirtualBox and I have the file in here, I will not install it twice. And the VirtualBox platform, you can choose it with whenever OS that you use. There is Solaris, Linux, or macOS. And I will install the VirtualBox. You can double click the file that you already download, and we can wait for it. And after it opens like this, you can just click next, and then you can click the I accept, then next, yes, next, then install, and you can wait for it. And after it looks like this, which is the installation is success, and you can just click finish. And as you can see, this is the UI of the VirtualBox, and I will close it again. So for the VirtualBox installation, it is successful. And next I will do the installation of VMware. You can open your search engine, and then you can search VMware Workstation Pro, and you can click the first one, and then you can click download now. And after it shows like this, you can go to my downloads, and then you can click the free software downloads. You can click here, and you can find the VMware Workstation Pro, and you can click it. And because I'm using the Windows OS, I will choose the Windows. And after that, you can click install. But because I'm already installed the VMware file, I will not download it twice. And now I will do the installation of the VMware Workstation. You can double click the file of the VMware Workstation Pro. We can wait for it. After it shows like this, you can just click next, and then I accept, and then next again, next, next, and you can wait for the installation. And after it shows like this, that means the installation is successful. You can just click finish. And I will open the VMware. And this is the UI of the workstation, VMware workstation. Because I'm using the dark theme, it looks dark. If you not using the dark theme, it will looks white. So that is the installation of the VMware workstation. Thank you guys for watching. Sorry if there are any mistakes or misunderstanding. See you next time guys. Bye bye.